Good afternoon. Happy new moon, solar eclipse, almost fall equinox tomorrow in Virgo. How are you? I tell you what, we have some things to talk about. So the first thing I want to talk about is that the solar eclipse in Virgo falls right in alignment with our South Node in Virgo. Now, our South Node in Virgo will stay in Virgo until July 2026. So this is an energy that we're getting used to. We had that lunar eclipse in Pisces, which is our North Node. I'll come back to that. I'm sure you're still feeling the effects of that lunar eclipse. And then now all of a sudden, here we are moving into the energy of Virgo with a solar eclipse. Like I've said before, lunar eclipse, we tend to feel internally. Solar eclipse, we tend to feel externally. It's happening in our environment. It's happening with the people around us. It's happening about how we relate to the people around us. So this is moving from the internal work to the external work that is ahead of us. So what is South Node? What is K2? And I've been talking about this and I've been trying to teach this in my podcast for some time. But the South Node, or the energy of K2, is often referred to as something evil, something that we don't like the energy of. But the energy of the South Node is really beautiful to me because it's about the things that you have lived many lifetimes doing. It is about the wisdom that you are gaining. It is about all the ways in which you are now the wisest person that you can be. It is the tiredness of doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. So when the South Node is in Virgo, what we know is that we will no longer be healing the same. We will be no longer serving the same. We will be no longer working the same. No longer creating the same, no longer birthing the same, no longer criticizing the same, no longer judging the same, no longer not being enough like the same, no longer resisting change the same, and no longer dedicated to perfectionism the same. Because why? We've done it so many lifetimes and we've seen the result. So this new moon solar eclipse in Virgo really gives us an opportunity to say, hey, we've been doing this for so many lifetimes. I've been criticizing myself. I've been self-sabotaging myself. I've been holding myself to some kind of random perfectionism. I've been, counting rice grains the same so long from lifetime to lifetime that now it stands in my way of shape-shifting because I am so caught up in the detail of the thing. I'm so caught up in overthinking the thing that I never even do the thing. And here I am this lifetime again. And I'm also in the same place where I can be overthinking the thing. And you know what happens when you count that rice grain, right? We've been talking about the myth of the old hike in my apprenticeship program. And so you stay around to count that rice grain and daybreak happens and you're not able to shape shift back into your form to leave, right? And so you get caught up. It is always a trap that we get caught up in that's called perfectionism. It is always the trap that is set so that we can stay too long, that we get caught up in the 1, 2, 3, 4 of the thing, and that we don't move into what it takes to progress the thing from a thought into the actual creation. And so we are letting go of the beliefs that we had associated with what it means to show up in service. What does it mean to create? What does it mean to labor? What does it mean to birth the thing? And the new moon that we have right now is all about starting a new idea. But this is, we have to learn from the wisdom that we've gotten before from this energy of K2. So if we know, and we know, because the fall equinox is the change in seasons, our life is changing. Things are changing around us so rapidly. And so we know we cannot resist change. We're coming into a new season, 9-month, September, in a 9-year. Yes, things will be changing. So if we are so rigid because of the old structure that we've had, what we're finding is this opportunity in this new moon to really examine that old structure. I've been talking about this, but this new moon solar eclipse in the 9th month in a 9-year happens. And what it tells us is this is a great opportunity for us to re-examine. And not only that, this new moon opposes Saturn. So it gives us the opportunity to really say, are the structures that I've built around my life when it comes to dedication and service is something that's actually serving me? And what needs to change? What needs to change with the wisdom, this deep wisdom that I've had from so many lifetimes? Now, the lunar eclipse that just passed was all about you releasing martyrdom and connecting to your spiritual journey. So based on your spiritual journey, what are the new commitments that you're ready to dedicate your life to? So this is not about giving up dedication. This is not about giving up service. This is about defining the new type of dedication, the new type of service that you are calling in for yourself that is free from martyrdom. Why? Because you are tapping into this deep well of wisdom from so many lifetimes that you can now lean into and really define for yourself what are the new commitments that you're seeking in your life. What is the new level of healing you're going to be dedicated to? What does your daily practice and routine, what is that aligned with? Is that aligned with martyrdom? Is that aligned with denial and suffering? Is that aligned with detoxing, constantly releasing? Or is that aligned with nourishment? Is that aligned with pouring into self? Is that aligned with the commitment that makes your spirit feel nourished and rich, right, at this time? And those are the questions that this new moon really has us asking for ourselves, is really tapping into the energy that you've gained also with that last eclipse and bringing it forward to this solar eclipse and saying, yeah, all those things that were let go over there, what is the new practices? What is the new daily routine that I'm carving out for myself that has a level of discipline that doesn't come from outside forces, but that discipline comes from your relationship to self and your relationship to spirit? That is where that discipline is coming from at this time. And as we know, Saturn is the strict teacher. Saturn is the great teacher. Saturn is the wisdom maker, the grandfather spirit of the zodiac. So with the wisdom of K2 in Virgo, or the south node in Virgo, and the wisdom of Saturn, as you are making these new commitments, you are tapping into this thing that's inside of you. So one thing I want to say, and I want to talk about this more, and if you're going to join me this evening for my live at 6 p.m. Eastern with Lama Rod, we may get to this in that conversation. But one of the things that I want to talk about is that we constantly think that we need to learn something new, that we need to become something new, that we need to take in new energy, that we need to do all of this newness. And really, that's not what it's about right now. It is about tapping into your wisest self, right? It's about remembering. It's about understanding that you already know this. You have lived so many lifetimes that you got a whole lot of wisdom. And I know sometimes it doesn't seem so because we keep making the same crazy decision, expecting some other kind of different results. Oh my God, right? So right now, what we're doing is we're dedicating ourselves to tapping into our ancestral wisdom, our ancestor intelligence. Yes, Ancestor Intelligence Conference. Yes, we're dedicating ourselves to tapping in to that deep well of wisdom that lives inside of you. And for that to happen, you have to quiet your mind. So this is a great season for nervines, particularly the digestive nervines. So chamomile, fennel, dill, all of those beautiful digestive nervines that will create a sense of calmness so that you can tap in to the wisdom that's held for you deep within the gut. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Happy equinox to you. I look forward to talking to you soon. See you tonight at 6 if you're coming. I'll talk to you then. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah.